Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're doing RMP 3s, and I'm going to be telling you why RMP is really boring right now. I'm actually only 1800 CR in 3s right now, and I'm like I'm like the top 5 rogue in 3s right now for sub rogue. That's how much, it's been bad. RMP's been, with affliction locks and Shadow Priest being meta now, it's like so boring. So I actually do get a sap on this guy. Usually when I get warrior versus comp, open warrior with a smoke bomb. You want to open the warrior here, and then you want to swap to the druid. So we stay on the warrior for a second, and then we're gonna swap to the druid. I kill the static totem. He fears him out of form. I kill him here, so we just need to use the rest of our bust on this guy. Unfortunately, he does ground it, so we don't get anything. He does get a hex 2 on me. Not good. My guy gets almost one-shotted. He has to block instantly because he almost gets globaled in a stun. Or not even in stun, he just gets randomly globaled. But yeah, if you look in the bracket right now, there is nobody queuing RMP. It's boring, it's awful, it's not fun. Maybe twos. Twos is way more fun than threes right now. Twos, it's like bearable because you can beat locks in twos at least. In threes, it's unbearable. It's just not fun. I'd rather quit the game than play it. I haven't had fun one time. The first day I had a little. It was okay at the very start, but then you just started facing Affliction Lock and then Demo Lock, then Shadow Priest every game. Like you face a DK Lock or Shadow Priest every single game, no matter what. Doesn't matter what comp. There's no more jungle. There's Hunter Priest Lock. There's just every comp has a DK except this one and the ones that we actually beat. So the only way beat people that you're supposed to beat, and since we're at like the like 2K MMR, we're facing people that obviously are going to be running scumbag comps like, you know. So we get a good Kenny here. We get triple CC. It's like the one time we actually get triple CC finally. So we actually do just global this guy and win the game. This guy tries to heal. I actually do sap him and get Red Kid. But yeah, I would say I think RPS is going to be like the way meta for instead of RMP. I think RPS is going to be 10 times better than RMP, especially when Shadow Priest got a buff. And not only that, Assassination Necro is like way better than the Sub Rogue, because Sub Rogue is only viable with Fire Mage, and Fire Mage and Sub Rogue are just awful in every single one of these comps. They're just not fun at all. It's when mages hit 12k powers and rogues hit, 2ks. I actually do sap them. We get a really good sap off the side, of juke him off the side, and get sap. As soon as the guy PIs and PSs, so he pet sacks, we're gonna instantly blind. So we resap him again. My guy actually gets the sheep off, which is really good. We're gonna swap here. We'll make sure we're not gonna space our stuns. So we're gonna kidney him. Anytime you cheap shot, you want to kidney the second go in threes. Honestly, almost always in twos too. But usually I don't, because I'm too lazy. But yeah, anytime you cheap shot for a go, just use your kidney for the second stun, like I did. And that's how you get like maximized CC for stun. But yeah, overall, we're like 1800 now, and it's just been brutal. It's been so boring. It's just been, it's literally just been lock DK Shadow Priest over 1900 every game. There's no difference. There's nothing at all. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over. So I actually don't get the sap here. So my guy just needs the fear. He needs the DB. He actually pre-dems the fear, which is really good by them. We still go no matter what, because why not? So my guy has a full altar up. I almost get global because, DK got nerfed. And my priest almost dies. He has to Trinket of Silence and Guardian and Disrepair, and we're all three almost just dead there. I actually do get a really good sap of the blind, so he gets out of my sap. So unfortunate. So we had a full sap, or maybe it was DR'd. I thought it was full though. It looked full, but maybe it wasn't. So we're just gonna keep going priest because Vital with Shaman usually never dies without bust. So you can't go Shaman, you can't go DK because he has Trinket. And priest, you just have to go priest, which kind of sucks. So I'm basically soloing him here. We don't get really any CC other than the Shaman, and the DK just uses Undead because yeah, the problem is we usually have that problem to where we don't realize like a priest or a DK has the undead, so we fear him instead of like double DB ringing or something. So when the DK's out and he can just solo peel all of us, where he can chain my mage, chain my priest, and then grip my mage back to where he can't do anything. So we don't get anything again. I shadowy duel. we're going priest again. All we need to do is fear, and then we're good. So he needs to double fear right now. So he double fears. I cheap shot to make sure he can sheep the shaman, for which we don't get it. Not a big deal, I don't think. So we don't get the sheep. I think we had the fear. I think it was DR'd. As you can see, it was like triple DR'd. So yeah, he definitely needed the sheep. That's why I cheap shot. I was realizing if I broke the fear with my cheap shot, but then I realized it was DR'd. So yeah, my guy almost gets one shot again. And I mean, I'd rather face this than Lock or any other comp, honestly. Just even though this is not a fun comp either, it's way better. But we do take him out here. Just to let you know, these are really low CR games too. Not like these people are really good. They're like, you know, 2400 XP like their first, they're not insane. So we're beating people that are like, this is the start of the season. This is like the first Q sesh. Like we're only like 1100 CR I think here. Yeah, we're like literally 1100 CR. We're 1800 now at like 2100 and more. So here when you're facing this comp, we go ret. Since sub rogue, it's sub rogue is like RNG basis. It doesn't matter what you stack anymore. It's RNG no matter what. So you either get 4-set procs and you can actually do damage, or you don't get 4-set procs and you don't do anything. So he actually blade stormed my guy DB, so I had to cheap shot. So I cheap shot him. I reset. I cheap shot him. My guy still went to fear. I thought my guy was just gonna half in cap and then he was gonna sheep into it. Even though it'd be a DR cheap, at least we get some type of setup, and we don't get any setup again. That's really our big problem right now. Is setups. Our setups are just really bad. Whether that's on, it's really on all three. There's not really anybody to blame. I mean, we stopped queuing for like a month and a half because we already got a glide and nobody wants to queue in the lock DK every game. And that's for the same way it's looking this season. So I do triple CC or double CC again. My guy's gonna fear off the cheap shot. We get bubble here. He lay on hands himself. Look at that heal. Did you see that heal? So that guy clicked his one button rotation and got 100 HP. Like lay on hands ain't a thing. So basically, we're still gonna be going RIP, and I know a lot of people in the comments will say RMP is broken, which I can agree that if we played perfectly, we could beat these comps really easily. I actually bomb on accident, so it was a really bad mistake on me. I have my step macro to my 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 bomb, so it's kind of unfortunate. So that's a really bad bomb by me. Like I said, there's nobody really to blame in general. We all make mistakes. Like I definitely do. Mage does. Our priest does. Everyone just since we've been back queuing for like overall 5 hours back, and we're still really rusty. It's not been fun. Um, Honestly, I would rather queue any other comp than a Rogue Mage RMP. Not only is it the most extinct comp in the game right now, but it's not good. So a comp that's never not played and it's not good is not fun to play. So I don't get the reset on my blind, which kind of sucks. I thought he was going to sheep, but as you can see, he's getting tunnel focus. He does die because I get the cheap shot off it. I should have just went for the sap. I don't know if I had Shadow Dance. Maybe I did. I think I was just trying to pump damage. I actually didn't even blaze there. I didn't think he was going to die. We actually got a really good kill right there, and that was really lucky too. So here, this guy Necro Shields. We actually win the open. This is the only time we're ever going to be able to beat this comp ever. If we don't win in the first 2 goes, we lose instantly. Not only, alright, so stun me, stun my priest, kick my, look at this, look at the triple CC. Good game, buddy. So stun me, stun my priest, kick, no, stun me, stun my priest, coil my mage, kick my mage, fear my priest. That is just from the warlock himself. That's it. There's nothing else to it. On top of that, they have silence from the priest. They have hex from the shop. There's just no beating a warlock. It's so dumb that they haven't nerfed this class into the ground. This game is so unfun. So we're gonna swap lock here. I blind, and I wish we didn't get the priest because he pre-fades, so we don't get anything again. We got a really good solid setup with the blind go, but we couldn't get the priest. And as RMP, if you're not synced to like the max, especially when this bracket is there's literally only 4 RMPs. Like there's right now, I'd say there's 3 rank 1 RMPs queuing. That's it. Like if you look at the ladder board, there's Hansel, Naj, and Explicit. And I think Explicit's playing. I think there's max 5 rogues queuing. that are rank 1s. Max. 5 rogues. Sub-rogues playing RMP. That is crazy. One of the most popular comps in the game, and there's 5 people playing the comp that are rank 1. Which not to say it's not winnable. Like, if we got our perfect setups, we could win a lot more. So we actually do win here. Even though, yeah, I guess he exits last second. I don't know why he trinketed, like, you know, I don't know why he held his trinket for so long. I think because he knew, I think his priest had swap, and he was waiting for the swap. But, I don't know. But, yeah, I've just not been enjoying this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, all of us, all 3 of us are just not having a fun time. I've actually farmed this DH twice now. This is a twice. I farmed him a day, and I farmed him. So he tried to death, and I'm obviously not bad enough to do that. Because if I actually want to play good, I play good. So we get cooldowns here. I sap off my blind. We cheap shot again. The thing is, oh no, he doesn't. We actually kill him in the opener right here. Oh man, that's brutal. He decides not to click a singular button. And that's what happens when people get too cocky. They decide not to click anything. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, comment in the description or the comments, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, peace. Have a good rest of your day or night.